It is 6 P.M. on September 25, 2025. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 1 on our agenda tonight is discussion and possible action to approve a contract with the next chief. Before we do that, I would like to make a roll call on Alfred Wilcox's chair. Jackie?
Jacqueline Prest. Renee Shippey.
Carl Van Dassel.
Jessica Kyle.
Mark Siliano.
Jill Notar Francesca.
Carl Fortune.
As an ex officio member.
That's right.
First item on the agenda is the discussion and possible action. Vice Chair Shippey, I understand you have a motion.
Yes. I move that William C. Onofrio be appointed chief of police for the town of Old Saybrook to be employed pursuant to the terms of the employment agreement approved by the Board of Finance on September 23rd, 2025.
Second.
I'd like to begin the discussion of the motion, invoking the chairman's prerogative. This is the most important decision this commission will make in its tenure. Our work as a search committee has filled us with confidence that we are making the right decision. And I think we owe it to the people of Old Saybrook to take a few minutes here to explain how we got there. The first thing people need to know is why almost everything we did as a search committee was behind closed doors instead of out in the open. It was behind closed doors because Connecticut law recognizes that if you conduct an executive level search in public, many qualified candidates might not be willing to participate, either because they don't want their current department to know they're thinking of leaving, or because they may be worried if they try for but don't get the new job, it might reflect poorly on them. That's why we worked behind closed doors. This was a thorough process. The search committee was formed in late April. Since then, we had more than a dozen meetings, selecting a consultant, determining the parameters of the job and the job announcement, evaluating the candidates as they went step by step through the search process, and ultimately selecting the individual we believe is best qualified and best matched to our needs. The search committee included our ex officio chairman, commission member, First Selectman Fortuna. His experience and judgment have been critically important throughout. The search process had multiple steps for the successful candidate to negotiate. The initial one was the submission of a resume together with a cover letter explaining the basis for their interest in the job. That produced over 30 candidates. We immediately scrutinized the resumes and then met to eliminate those who didn't meet our requirements, or which for one reason or another we decided not to pursue. Next, the remaining applicants were required to submit written responses to a series of written questions that we and our consultant had put to them. We individually scrutinized those responses and then met to identify an even smaller pool to be subjected to oral interviews conducted by our consultant, which were videotaped and then reviewed by every member of the search committee. Based on those interviews, we met again to narrow the field to 3 semifinalists who would be put through an assessment center. That process meant sitting in front of us live and responding to a series of scenarios developed by our consultant, which were dynamic in nature, meaning that the facts kept evolving as the scenarios developed, letting us witness how the candidates made judgments in real time. Following the assessment center, we met to identify 2 finalists for in-person interviews by the search committee. Based on those interviews, we made our ultimate selection. I recite all this not to pat ourselves on the back for having worked hard, but rather to applaud our survivor for having run the gauntlet, demonstrated his mettle, and earned our unanimous support as Old Saybrook's next chief of police. Before talking about that individual, I think it's important to say just a few words about the employment agreement the motion authorizes us to execute. Most notably, this agreement corrects two elements which the PERF report identified as needing correction. This contract is not a forever contract. And this contract does not give the chief of police veto power over his annual evaluation. It contains other improvements as well, all of which collectively led the Board of Finance to unanimously approve it at its meeting this past Tuesday. All of that having been said, it's time to say why the person we are about to entrust with the responsibility of running our police department and seeing to the personal safety and security of all of us is the best person for that role. William Onofrio is currently the Deputy Chief of Police in Hamden, Connecticut. He has been with that department since 2004, serving 5 years as a patrol officer, 2 years as a task force officer with the FBI Safe Streets Gang Task Force, 6 years as detective in the Major Crime Unit, 3 years as patrol sergeant, and rising quickly through the ranks from lieutenant to captain, and for the last 2 years, Deputy Chief of Police. He has consistently demonstrated a commitment to the ideal of policing as service to the community and to leadership as advancement of the workforce. The search committee had every confidence that he will provide calm, consistent, and ego-free leadership for the police department, which serves it. In closing, I'd like to quote from the letter he wrote transmitting his resume to us back in May. Quote, Old Saybrook's strong civic identity and commitment to excellence in public service resonate deeply with me. I would be honored to lead your police department, building on its proud legacy while advancing innovation, professionalism, and a culture of service. For all these reasons, I fully support the motion and thereby the employment of William C. Onofrio as Chief of Police of the town of Old Saybrook. I've said my piece. Is there anything any other commissioner would like to say for or against the motion?
No, but I think he goes by Billy, so if we could call him Billy, that'd be great. Okay. That's it, that's it.
If there is no other discussion, I think this is important. The decision should be made by roll call vote. Vice Chair Shippey,
Aye.
Secretary Noto Francesco,
Yes.
Commissioner Van Dossel,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Prast,
Yes.
Commissioner Soliano,
Yes.
and the chair votes yes. The motion is unanimously carried. Okay, at this point in our meeting, we have comments from the chief, or more recently, the acting chief. This evening, I'd like to invite comments from the next chief, if you have any you'd like to make.
Yes, I would accept it.
Please come forward.
Thank you, humbled, very grateful. I just prepared a quick statement. Man, I'd like to speak up a few other things as well.
Sure.
If I may just read this first.
Yes.
So, Commissioner Wilcox, members of the Board of Police Commissioners, First Selectman Fortuna, and members of the community and the department, which I didn't expect this. Very thankful. It means a lot to me. I want to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude for the board for the trust and confidence in appointing me as the next chief of Old Saybrook. This is both an honor and a responsibility that I do not take lightly. Policing at its heart is about service. And that's how I've always handled myself, my law enforcement career. It's always been service first, community first. What's best for the community, what's best for the police department, what's best for our citizens. It's about building trust and protecting the rights and ensuring the safety and well-being of every member of our community, including our officers. Well, Saybrook has a proud tradition of professionalism, innovation, community engagement, and I am humbled by the opportunity to carry on that proud tradition. I'm committed to working in close partnership with the dedicated men and women of the Old Saybrook Police Department, the Board of Police Commissioners, the First Selectmen, and the community we serve. Together, we will continue to foster a culture of accountability, compassion, and excellence for policing. I want to thank my family, my colleagues in Hamden, my mentors who have supported me along my journey. Most of all, I look forward to serving the people of Old Saybrook with integrity, transparency, and respect. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm proud to accept the position of Chief of Police and I'm eager to start the work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, so I know I've said I've been through several interviews, and some of the commissioners probably heard this before. But I want to explain my why and who I am, why I do this. With them. All right. They're the reason I'm in law enforcement. They're the reason I serve the community, and they're the reason I'm good at my job. So I take the role of being a father and a husband very seriously. And I try to correlate to my job and service to my community as much as I can. So I wanted to introduce them. And because I'm gonna be at a lot of events, gonna be at other community events, and you know, this isn't a Monday through Friday for me. Obviously I'll be at all the weekend things and whatever's going on in town. And they'll be with me. They'll be in tow. There's not many places I go without one of them or two of them or three of them. So, Stephanie, my wife, she's my backbone. She, well, first of all, she's a professional figure skating coach. She travels the state. She's very busy. She's well educated as well. She has her MBA. She attended for a bachelor's degree at University of Miami, Ohio. And she was a former Team USA figure skater. She has
Okay. Oh.
so she has a pedigree herself. And I get a lot of my drive, my work ethic, and my faith from Stephanie. My oldest, Wyatt, he's 13, he just turned 13 on the 11th. He's in 7th grade, he's a football player. He does jujitsu as well. He's very, very smart. He can talk to anybody. I think some of you have already seen that. He has ambitions of potentially being a lawyer someday. And I think he will do that. I'm very proud of him. My little guy, Harrison, he goes by Harry. Hi, Harry. Harry's 10, he's in 5th grade, he just started middle school. Harry plays hockey, he's a very, very good hockey player, he plays lacrosse, and just recently started cross country. He's a very good athlete, and he's very dedicated and passionate about everything he does. So he's between them, they keep me moving. So if I'm not here, or I'm not home, I'm either at a sports field or an ice rink. So if you guys call me into some background noise, that's why. So I just really want to put that out there because, you know, I want, as much as I'm joining this department, the family of Old Saybrook Police Department, so are they. I'm sure every one of you are gonna get to know them just as well as you get to know me, and that's what I want. So I'm very thankful and grateful for this opportunity, and I can't wait for October 1st.
Thank you very much. And typically with comments from commissioners, is there any commissioner or ex officio member who would like to say anything?
So, we, following up on Chuck's comments. There has probably never been a search committee for a chief. Think about the history. So there's never been a search committee for a chief of police in Old Saybrook. So the reason we hired a consultant was there's no institutional knowledge about how to do this. And we wanted to make sure we got it right. And this commission worked very hard, and I give them, don't cry over that.
It's a long,
Um,
hey, we
but,
got it done.
I'm proud on behalf of the town of Old Saybrook. I'm happy for the officers that we have serving us. I see members of the ambulance here. I see dispatchers here, and it's great to see the public safety family here. But this commission's worked hard. I'm proud of this commission. To get to this point was not easy. And I just want to say thank you all, on behalf of, the cops and citizens of the town of Old Saybrook. You've done a magnificent job. And I appreciate your service. I do, because this was not easy. And so thank you to you. Thank you. Congratulations to the new chief. I look forward to working with you and obviously meeting your family. And thank you for everybody for attending. I'm sure it means a lot to this commission, but I know it means more to this guy right here, who I am gonna have a very difficult time calling Bill.
Billy.
I'm gonna have it'll be chief from now on. I don't call people by their first names when they learn that. So thank you and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other commissioners?
Well, I have one. You're right. We needed to get this right. And I think we have. I think the Chief Onofrio is an outstanding hire for the department and for the town. And I look forward to learning from you as time goes on and supporting you. So congratulations with a warm welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just like to congratulate you. Thank you for doing a great job through the whole process. You made our job a lot easier when it got to the end, because we were all keeping track as we went through. I'm looking forward to working with you. Ryan, thank you for stepping up. You're doing a great job. I really appreciate it. It's true. But go Yanks. And we're looking forward to working.
I'd just like to say congratulations, and I'm very happy for this next chapter of the police department, not just for Chief Onofrio, but also for the men and women of the police department. This is a long time coming, but I think we're turning the page. It's gonna be a new chapter, and I think it's gonna be great. And also just for the public, on October 18th, there's gonna be a meet and greet at the pavilion from, I believe, 11:30 to 4:30.
12:30.
12:30 to 4:30, so if anybody would like to attend and is watching, or anybody in the room, everybody go. I've already got people coming.
I would like to welcome you to the town of Old Saybrook, and we are eagerly looking forward to working with you as our next chief. Welcome to your family. Feel free to ask us. We're here for you. And again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Acting Chief Walsh. I think you
Yes.
deserve us. Yeah.
I concur with all this.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
Ryan, I think that you have no idea that you saved us a little bit, so I just, no, hey.
The department's functioning well, I got it, so it was easy.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. And it will continue to function well, I'm sure. And on that note, I invite a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's the first thing. So, I'm good.
Thank you. We are adjourned.